Good afternoon, dear brothers and sisters. One of the principles taught to us when we were children is stop, look, and listen. Itinuturo sa atin dati na bago tumawid sa daan, mag-stop, look, and listen para hindi tayo maaksidente. And if we reflect on it, the words stop, look, and listen can also be applied in our lives. It is said that when we fail to stop, look, and listen in the midst of our preoccupations, we could easily commit mistakes in our decisions and in our diskarte in life. So stop, look, and listen. Siguro ito po yung nakalimutan ni Zacarias sa ebanghelyo natin ngayon. He failed to stop, to look, and to listen. In our gospel, the angel proclaimed a very beautiful introduction when he said to Zechariah, "Do not be afraid, Zechariah, for your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth shall bear you a son, and you shall name him John." Alam natin na sa kwento ng mag-asawang ito, matagal na panahon nilang inantay na magkaroon sila ng anak. Pero siguro dahil masyado siyang naging abala sa kanyang gawain, hindi niya masyadong naunawaan yung sinabi sa kanya ng anghel. Kaya siguro napikon yung anghel sa kanya, kaya siya napipi ng ilang buwan. Maybe, just maybe, God imposed silence on Zechariah so that he may learn to stop, to look, and to listen to the message of the angel. The story of Zechariah reminds us of the same thing while preparing ourselves for Christmas. First, stop. In our gospel, instead of stopping, Zechariah was too busy and overwhelmed in interpreting the words of the angel. Nung marinig niya yung mensahe ng anghel, mas pinagana niya yung kanyang isipan kaysa sa kanyang puso. Mas pinagana niya yung logic kaysa sa pananampalataya niya sa Diyos. My dear brothers and sisters, there are times that we are also overwhelmed and enslaved by our busyness in life. Minsan nagiging aligagarin tayo sa maraming gawain natin araw-araw. At nakakalimutan tuloy nating makita yung napakaraming mga pagpapala na ibinibigay ng Diyos sa atin. Sometimes it is good to stop for a while in order for us to realize the beauty of life. Sa pagtigil natin kahit sandali, mas makikita natin yung halaga ng mga ordinaryong bagay na pinapalagpas na lang natin, na hindi na natin napapahalagahan. Sa pagtigil sandali, mas makikita natin yung galaw ng grasya ng Diyos, yung kabutihan ng Diyos, yung ganda ng mga ginagawa ng Diyos sa buhay natin. So stop. The second word for us is look. The physical eyes of Zechariah may be open, but he failed to recognize the beauty of the announcement because doubts clouded his eyes of faith. We can see this in our readings today. Samson in our first reading and John in our gospel were testimonies of God's graciousness to their parents who were barren. Alam ng marami, imposibleng mangyari ito. Alam ng marami, hindi na ito pwedeng maganap kasi sila ay baog. Pero yung inaakalang imposible, naging posible kasi gumalaw yung grasya ng Diyos. Kasi gumalaw yung kabutihan ng Diyos. My dear brothers and sisters, there are times when we feel hopeless in life because we lack the eyes of faith to recognize the beauty of God's fidelity and graciousness to us. Minsan, puro konsumisyon yung nakikita natin sa ating buhay kasi kinakapos tayo sa pananampalataya. Mas nakikita natin yung problema kaysa sa grasya. Mas nakikita natin yung mga kulang sa atin kaysa dun sa maraming ibinibigay at ipinupuno ng Diyos sa atin. Kaya yung paalala rin sa atin, imulat yung mata ng pananampalataya at simulan nating bilangin yung maraming grasya na ibinibigay niya sa ating buhay. Let us count our blessings and not our misfortunes. Kasi sa totoo lang, kahit mabigat yung pinagdaraanan natin, kahit hindi maganda yung mga nangyayari sa atin, mas madami yung mga pwede nating ipagpasalamat sa Diyos. Subukan lang nating bilangin kahit na yung mga ibinibigay sa atin na hindi naman natin talagang hinihingi na sa Kanya. At doon natin makikita, ang dami-dami ko palang pwedeng ipagpasalamat sa Diyos. Look. And the third word for us today, last word for us today is listen. Zechariah heard the message but failed to listen because his heart was distracted by his biases and doubts. My dear brothers and sisters, could it be that we have been too busy listening to ourselves all along? Kaya siguro sumasablay tayo minsan kasi sa halip na boses ni Jesus yung pinapakinggan natin, sino yung pinapakinggan natin? Ano yung pinapakinggan natin? Yung ating sarili, yung ating pride, yung ating ego, yung maraming tumatakot sa atin na bumubulag sa mga mata natin. Today, we are invited to listen attentively to Jesus. Let us give space to His message in our hearts so we can understand His beautiful plans and His beautiful graces for us. Makinig lang sa Kanya, kumapit lang sa Kanya, kasi kahit gaano kadami at gaano kabigat yung pinagdaraanan natin, may pag-asa. Kasi palaging nangungusap yung Diyos sa atin at nagbabahagi siya ng mensahe niya ng pag-asa para sa atin. Listen to His words. My dear brothers and sisters, as we continue to prepare for Christmas, let us remember to stop. Stop. Pause and see God's grace in our lives. Listen. Listen with the eyes of faith to appreciate the countless blessings given by God. And listen, and listen. Listen to His voice of love and hope, especially in challenging moments in our lives. By following these principles, we prepare ourselves for the coming of Christ and embrace the joy and hope of His presence in our lives. Mga minamahal na kapatid, kung yung asawa ni Manoah na baog ay binigyan ng anak, kung si Elizabeth at Zacarias na matatanda na ay nagbiniyayaan din ng anak, kung si Maria na walang asawa ay naglihi, at kung yung Diyos na pinakadakila ay isinilang bilang isang maliit na sanggol, kung yung lahat ng mga imposibleng bagay na ito naging posible, ano pa kaya yung mga bagay na hindi kayang gawin ng Diyos sa buhay natin? We just have to stop, to look, and to listen.